what you've been looking for. Trust me, I don't wanna feel no more.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty freaking windy. It is an absolute horrible day out there. It's so windy. What is up, my Bodyweight warriors? Welcome back to another video. It's now actually about 11 o'clock. We got in early, got a few hours work done. I've just had coffee and water with a bit of salt in up until now. So I think it's time to grab some food. The usual morning stack is a go.
Never mind, I'm thinking out loud before we draw a crowd. Reel it in, take it easy, there's no need to scream and shout.
I don't know what just happened, but it looks absolutely ridiculous. I mean, who couldn't say no to that plate? We've got bacon, eggs, avocado, also some like greens and vegetables fried up in a little bit of paprika and chili, and then some raw cheese on the side. So basically we have all the fat, a little bit of protein, and some veggies in there. So we're sticking to that carb backloading principle. Macros will be on screen. I have no idea how much macros there is in here, but I'm guessing it's a lot of fat. Gonna eat this, reply to some YouTube comments, reply to some clients. Also, forgot to mention, did you see the morning weight, 87.8 kilos? So that is now, I think, 2 kilos lighter than the start. So in 3 weeks, 2 kilos, probably a little bit fast. There's also some water weight fluctuations, so I'll probably weigh again over the next few days and kind of double check. Weight loss is going well, feeling strong. See how we perform in the gym today. Something I forgot to mention as well was the fact that there is a limited run of collaboration I've done with Ardor, and that is the Bodyweight Warrior t-shirt. We're just taking only pre-orders. It's a one-off, one deal thing. It's only available until the 28th of February. If you want to support me, if you want to support the channel, if you want to support the guys at Ardor, then please go grab yourself one. I think they look really nice. I've actually got myself 3 because, you know, link will be in the description down below. Hey Dan.
Yeah.
What time is it?
12:30, I think. We're just gone.
No.
What time is it?
It's coffee time.
Coffee time.
It's coffee time.
Oh,
What time is it?
coffee time.
Did you say coffee time?
I'm thinking out loud before we draw a crowd. Reel it in, take it easy.
Now 2:30. Before I share one thing that you might find interesting is that when I work, I use this app called Focus. You can set yourself like a set period of work time and then a break time. So I usually go with 25 minutes of work time and a 5-minute break. And what this does is it means that I get like a solid amount of focused work done. And I spend 5 minutes probably mobilizing, answering questions on Facebook, which if you're not in the Bodyweight Warrior Facebook group, there is a link in the description down below. You should join. There's already like 500 other people in there. Everyone's sharing their experiences. So I always like to catch up on that in my breaks. Something else I do is also I try to mobilize different areas of my body. So I might go hang, I might go do some other mobilization. So I'm going to do another 25 minutes and then I'll show you kind of a very quick 5-minute mobilization routine. Let's go.
Take it easy, there's no need to scream and shout. As far as I can see, now think it's time for you to leave in peace. As far as I can see, now think it's time for you to leave in peace.
So super simple, 4 minutes mobilization. Got a lot of movement in the spine, in the hamstrings, and the glutes, a little bit of hip flexor work, and a bit of hanging. And it's nice to keep up that constant movement throughout the day. You'll see I'm also working at a standing desk as well. I recommended this in my full body mobility routine. I said about taking like 5-minute chunks, so taking a pairing of exercises and just doing it throughout the day. This is kind of an extension of the Cossack Squat exercise in that routine. But back onto work. I think we've got time to make a quick cup of tea. White tea with peppermint, pretty good. Just made myself a quick pre-workout meal because it's now 4 o'clock, 4:15, so I want to be training like 5:30 to 6 o'clock. Firstly, here we've got some Thai green cube that I showed you last episode. Got some mushrooms, coconut cream, and a can of sardines, all kind of just heated up together with watercress, cucumber, and then I've got some frozen berries, some walnuts, and then in there somewhere is yogurt as well. Super simple, super quick pre-workout snack. A little bit of carbs from those berries for training, and pretty damn delicious. I am done with work. It is now 5:30. Dissertation is just being a bit boring, so I think it's time to go train. But first I need to grab my pre-workout, which I'll share with you. So I've been experimenting with amino acids pre-workout lately, especially Carnitine and Taurine. I bought these for like £2 off Amazon, so 100 grams, not a huge amount, but it's nice to add in, as well as some essential amino acids, glutamine, creatine, and then making sure it doesn't taste like complete ass with lemon stevia drops. These are supposedly good for increased fat oxidation as well as some performance things. Check out on examine.com, that's usually where I have a look, see how efficacious research is. We'll mix up that full pre-workout thing now, and I'll put in the description down below exactly like gram per gram what I took as a pre-workout. Hopping in with a little commentary here over my training. I'm starting off with some attempts at the straddle planche. Just kind of interested to see where I'm at now. I've lost a couple of kilos. It honestly makes a huge amount of difference. These holds felt quite strong. They're not in the best position, they're a little bit piked. Not perfect, but feeling better, and I'm interested to see where it will be in another 2 kilos time. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've swapped from more of an intensity, low rep point, and I'm now in a bit of a volume accumulation phase. So a lot of the progressions you'll be seeing in this training session are pretty low intensity. I'm sort of working around the 8 rep mark for a lot of these. I'm just trying to accumulate lots of reps, lots of volume in those movement patterns, just for a little period because I was feeling fatigued and a bit worn out. The first pairing I did was tuck planche with mantle chin-ups, both of which I think was 16 seconds on the tuck planche. I think I was doing 4 reps per arm on the mantle chin-ups. And I did actually take a 30-second rest between sides. It's what I recommend just to make sure you maintain that performance. I think you're actually watching the last set here, which is why there's a little bit of a struggle. And then we moved into the next pairing, which is these elevated pike push-ups. And I'm doing this with my hands also on an elevation, just so I can get that extra range of motion and really build through the entire range of motion on this movement. The handstand press-up is just something that I can't seem to work out for myself. Somebody actually did mention to me recently, they said that taller guys are generally stronger at pulling, whereas shorter guys are generally stronger at pushing. And this rings true for me anyway. I'm not sure about the actual science or the practicality of it, but it kind of makes sense. But I'm definitely struggling with that movement. I'm pairing that with these tuck 360 pulls or advanced tuck 360 pulls. Again, my pulling strength is so much better than my pushing strength. This is more my kind of go-to exercise for maintenance of my levers. I can train both the front lever and the back lever in one exercise, and it seems to do the job at maintaining their level pretty well. Following this exercise, I moved on to the final pairing, which was some weighted dips. I think here I'm using 25 kilos, so that's like 30% of my body weight for 7 or 8 reps. Felt pretty strong in this. This is honestly, if you're gonna do one bent arm pushing movement, the weighted dip is by far the most effective in terms of the transfer of strength you'll get into a wide variety of skills. That was then paired with these archer rows, one of my favorite low intensity one arm movements, and this is hopefully gonna help with the one arm chin up. And then that's kind of it for the main part of the workout. We're moving now on to a little bit of prehab stuff. Use the usual LYTPs. I'm just using a 1 kilo weight here, nothing major, just focusing on scapular activation. Going for 5 reps with a 3-second pause on the last rep in each position. But the most important thing with this exercise is really focusing on that scapular engagement. After doing those reps, then repeat on the other side as well. These LYTPs were paired with a tricep extension exercise because my triceps are weaker than my biceps, so I'm just going with some standard overhead tricep extensions on a bar. It's probably one of my favorite exercises again, simply because it feels awesome. It is about the appropriate intensity, and we're going to hopefully have that transfer over into the handstand push-up because it's that overhead position. I also find this works quite nicely for balancing out my elbows in terms of all the straight arm work that I do. And then finally, moving on to some hanging cobra, and I like to do this in a complex. Basically, you want to have your rings high enough so that you can kind of just about elevate your body off the ground and hang in this nice arch position. And I like to hold it for 15 to 20 seconds per position. The first one is with both hands facing forward. You're then going to rotate onto the right arm, and then you're going to have that arch going through the side of the right hand side of your body, and using your other hand to kind of stabilize. And then after you've held that for 15 or 20 seconds, you're going to flip round to the left hand side, and now you're going to have the arch running through that left hand side of your body, and again hold it for 15 to 20 seconds. This exercise gives you a really nice stretch through the entire anterior of your body, as well as your lats and obliques. It's just really great for loosening up very commonly tight muscles. After all that was done, I kind of finished up with my full body mobility routine, just going through the normal motions. I'll put a link in the description to the full routine, but my camera actually did die, so there's only a couple of exercises that I'll show you now. But back to the vlog. Back from training, guys. The camera kind of died at the end, but I just finished up with some mobility work. Now, post-workout, just throwing some veg into the oven, and we've got banana with almond butter and honey as like a immediate post-workout, with a little bit of coconut water as well, just to get some carbs in, and then a bunch of roast veg and a hefty lamb steak to finish on up.
Change your back, chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows.
There we have it, guys, the final meal. Just a tray of roast veg and a lamb steak. I've got carrots, parsnips, potato, and beetroot in there, with a bit of rosemary in it as well to give it some flavour. But that is absolutely banging. Load of protein, load of carbohydrates, and still a fair amount of fat. Macros will be on screen for this meal. I had a few comments saying the last video was quite low calorie, and that was because it was a rest day, and those rest days is what I'm using to try and maintain more of a deficit, and then I'm trying to sort of eat more to maintenance on my training days so I keep my performance high. But that is it for today, guys. We got the blue blockers on. That means there's close to bedtime. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you got some useful stuff out of it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and support the channel. If you have any questions, any comments, leave your opinion in the comment section down below. Would love to hear what you have to say. If you have a friend you think would enjoy this series, then please share it with them. But that has been it for today, guys. Have a strong week and peace.